Hello everyone and welcome back to Piggy Crumbs. I thought I would just do a very quick candid video today just to sort of talk about bedding and why I use two different types in my guinea pig's cage. So as you can see, they have recently been cleaned out. I've literally just finished cleaning them out, so everything was looking perfect. It doesn't last very long, but these guys at least are looking pretty clean and tidy. Everything is nice and clean for them. And this was cleaned out as well. So they've had their hay topped up, which is why poor Gus has hay all over them, and they've got a little bit of forage there that they're enjoying at the moment. So yeah, why do I use two different types of bedding? My first preference was I always used fleece. This was because I keep my guinea pigs indoors, so they are just in my kind of living room area here. Then for me personally, fleece obviously doesn't have a smell. It doesn't give off any odours. It also somewhat helps reduce the odour slightly, because guinea pig wee does kind of have a ammonia kind of smell to it. And for me also, it's very cheap. I have made all of the big liners that you see in this cage myself. It's just IKEA or Dunelm fleece. Basically it's double-sided, so like this tunnel, the liners are exactly the same. They have that dark fleece underneath. This is all made myself. The inner is just mattress protector, and I've doubled it up for extra absorbency. I've never had an issue. It does get a little bit wet if it's in like one area, which is why I then use either IKEA mats or specific kind of homemade pads, like this one here. This one's just for the water bottle. Again, it's the same philosophy. This one just has like a waterproof mattress liner on the bottom. So yeah, that's all homemade. So for me, actually making them, it's just time. The upkeep is relatively cheap. It's just the materials, maybe £10, and I probably would have still had left over as well from this. The bath mats and obviously everything else is a little bit extra, but yeah, £10 up front, and then you're paying roughly about £1 a wash, so it is relatively cheap. But what I was finding was where I was putting things like hay, so for instance like the forage, it was just sticking to the fleece. I was never quite able to get all of it off. It also was, when they were peeing on things, it was just wetting and getting further stuck to the fleece. So what I then looked into was kind of making a hay area, which is what I've done. So there's a 2x2 hay area here, fits all 4 pigs, no problems, they can all get to the hay. So apologies there, my camera died of space, so that's going to be my weekend challenge of clearing out pictures and videos on my phone. So anyways, as I was saying, I tend to put kind of hay on areas like this, and they've also got a hay rack at the back that's full. So this 2x2 grid is more than adequate kind of kitchen area for 4 piggies. So what I'm finding is with this is that it's perfect. They tend to wee and poop a lot more where they eat, so having bedding in here helps absorb the majority of that. It also helps with hay and things, like it just goes straight in the bin. I do find that the basically the bedding that I use is Aubiose. It's kind of marketed as a horse bedding, but I find it's the best in terms of absorbency. It's also not very dusty, but it's very cheap. You buy it by the bale and it's anywhere from about £12 to £15 wherever you buy it from. It lasts me months, because what I do is this gets cleaned out every day when I spot clean it, in terms of kind of the areas, so you'll see where Digger is. That's usually a good potty area for both Digger and Rolo, who are very good at pretty much litter trained, I would describe them as, especially Rolo. Rolo will kind of poop in other places, but very much will wee in one area, and Digger's following suit in that ways as well. The two originals, Gus Gus there and Rocky, not so much, they'll just do whatever they want. But Rolo and Digger seem to be quite kind of one area focused. So yeah, so the Aubiose is about £12 to £15 per bale. It lasts months and months. This gets spot cleaned daily, and then I change it when I do the big change of both, which is every 4 days. Things like liners and things under beds, I'll change every day if needed, if not every other day, same as sort of liners in things like this. And then I turn sort of this over, that would be changed every 2 days, yada yada yada. So yeah, so that's why I use 2 types of bedding. I find this to be the best way in terms of also giving Digger, lovely Digger here, let me get focus right on, hang on, yeah. Lovely Digger here. Also, the reason for his name Digger is the fact that he likes to dig in hay. So it gives this chap the perfect opportunity to dig under hay and enjoy his slumber bed. And I might try and get some footage in a minute if I put some hay in. I'll see if I can get him doing it. But yeah, this is why he was aptly named Digger. So, let's get back in focus again. There we go. So yeah, so that is why I use 2 types of bedding. If you're able to, why not try it yourself? Both, and there are many other types of bedding as well, they all have their advantages, disadvantages. Fleece obviously can get a bit whiffy, you need to wash it, it has a large upfront cost. Hay sticks to it, hair sticks to it, you just need to kind of brush it off. You know, there's a lot more kind of prep and post prep for wash kind of work, whereas bedding, obviously there's a slight more larger price, I'd say, if you're continually buying it. It also can be a little bit smelly and dusty, but it's a lot easier to obviously just scoop up and put into the bin. So that is why I use 2 types of bedding. Leave me a comment down below to let me know, what do you use as bedding? Do you use a combination or just one type of bedding? And what do you love about that type of bedding? And yeah, there's Gus having a good scratch. So these guys are all well. We hope you are well too. And we will see you all soon for another video. Thanks. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And we'll be back on Wednesday. Bye guys.